The air in India is thick with ambition. Every morning, as the sun rises over crowded streets and sleepy towns alike, millions of dreams awaken. There's a sense of possibility that pulses through the country, a belief that the next big idea could come from anywhere, from a high-rise in Bengaluru or a small home office in a remote village. From Bengaluru to small towns, a new generation is dreaming big, not just seeking jobs but creating them. They're building companies from scratch, challenging the status quo, and daring to imagine a different future for themselves and for India. This is the era of the Indian startup, a vibrant ecosystem teeming with innovation, energy, and the belief that a single idea can change the world. Every day, new ventures are born, fueled by passion, technology, and a hunger to solve real problems. We celebrate unicorns and billion-dollar valuations, and the media loves to spotlight the overnight successes. These stories inspire millions, making entrepreneurship seem glamorous and within reach. But for every success, there are thousands of untold failures. Behind every headline, there are countless stories of dreams that didn't make it, of founders who gave everything and still fell short. More than 90% of Indian startups fail within 5 years. The numbers are sobering, a stark reminder that the path to success is littered with setbacks and disappointments. This isn't to discourage, but to ground us in the truth. Entrepreneurship is a marathon, not a sprint. It demands endurance, patience, and the ability to keep moving forward even when the finish line seems impossibly far away. The journey is filled with obstacles, abandoned projects, and bruised spirits. There are days when nothing seems to work, when every door feels closed, and when hope is hard to find. The allure of startups is powerful: freedom, the chance to make an impact, and the possibility of wealth. It's the promise of building something meaningful from the ground up, of leaving a mark on the world. Impact, recognition, and the thrill of seeing your vision come to life. These are the rewards that keep founders going. But the reality is sleepless nights and constant uncertainty. The pressure to deliver, to survive, and to grow never really goes away. It's a test of resilience, both mental and emotional. Acknowledging the high probability of failure isn't pessimism, it's preparation. It's about being honest with yourself and your team, and building the strength to weather the inevitable storms. Resilience and a mindset that learns from setbacks are essential. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback a chance to adapt and grow stronger. To be a founder in India is to embrace a paradox. Be an optimist with your vision, always believing in the impossible, but a realist about the odds. It's about balancing hope with hard facts and never losing sight of the bigger picture. Celebrate small wins. They fuel you through the tough stretches. Every milestone, no matter how minor, is proof that progress is possible. The Indian startup dream is alive, but it demands grit, humility, and relentless commitment. It's a journey that will test your limits and shape your character. Success isn't just about a great idea. It's about navigating difficult truths, making tough decisions, and never giving up when things get hard. Are you ready for the reality behind the dream? Because in India, the journey of entrepreneurship is as challenging as it is rewarding, and only those who are prepared for both will truly make a difference. Funding is often seen as the ultimate validation for a startup, a moment when dreams seem within reach and ambitions are fueled by fresh capital. For many founders, that first big check feels like a finish line, but in reality, it's just the beginning of a much tougher, more demanding race. The real challenge starts after the celebration, when expectations are high and the pressure to deliver results intensifies. Suddenly, every decision is scrutinized, and the clock starts ticking on how wisely the money is spent. The most common reason for failure: running out of cash. Many founders overestimate how quickly revenue will come in and underestimate how long it takes to reach profitability. Expenses pile up faster than expected, and the runway shortens with every passing month. It's easy to become dangerously dependent on external investment, especially when early wins create a false sense of security. Founders often misjudge the market and the time it takes to build a sustainable business model. The constant chase for funding can distract teams from what truly matters: building a great product, understanding customer needs, and actually acquiring paying users. Chasing investors can become a full-time job, pulling focus away from the core mission. Securing funds often leads to premature scaling, hiring too fast, spending lavishly on offices or perks, and burning through cash before the business fundamentals are in place. The illusion of endless capital can be dangerous. Venture capital pushes for rapid growth, sometimes at the expense of sustainability. The pressure to show exponential numbers can force risky decisions, and not every startup is ready for that pace. When the next round doesn't come, survival mode kicks in, layoffs, desperate pivots, and sometimes closure. The emotional toll is immense, and the fallout can be devastating for teams and founders alike. Bootstrapping and disciplined capital use force founders to focus on real revenue, frugality, and building a business that can survive on its own. Every rupee is stretched, and creativity thrives under constraints. Treat investment as fuel for reaching clear milestones, not as a lifeline. Cash flow discipline is the bedrock of resilience, and the startups that survive are those that master the art of making every bit of capital count. Every founder loves their idea, but passion can blind you. One of the most common failures? Building something nobody wants. Many founders obsess over features and tech, forgetting to ask, who is this for and why would they care? Without real customer feedback, months of work can lead to a product that lands with a thud. The Indian market is diverse. What works in Mumbai may flop in a small town. True market fit requires deep empathy and understanding of your audience's daily life. Build a minimum viable product, test assumptions, and listen to feedback, even if it hurts. Success comes from learning and iterating, not just building. A great idea and product market fit aren't enough. Execution is everything. Startups can crumble under poor operations, team mismanagement, lack of processes, and financial chaos. Many founders struggle to shift from creator to manager, hiring too quickly or choosing the wrong co-founders. As you grow, structure and clear roles become essential. The right processes don't kill creativity. They enable it. Financial and legal missteps can be fatal. Compliance is not optional. Building a successful startup requires operational discipline as much as vision. Execution turns ideas into reality. The personal toll on founders is immense and often overlooked. Pressure comes from all sides: investors, employees, customers, and family. Burnout is a silent epidemic, chronic exhaustion that clouds judgment and saps creativity. Founders often neglect their health, sacrificing sleep, nutrition, and relationships. A burnt-out founder can't lead or inspire. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a business strategy. Build a support network, mentors and peers who understand the struggle. The healthiest founder is the startup's greatest asset. India's regulatory landscape is a formidable gauntlet for startups. From incorporation to compliance, founders face a maze of laws and procedures that drain time and resources. State-specific rules and sector regulations add layers of complexity. Treat compliance as a priority, not an afterthought. Engage professionals early. Technology and compliance platforms can help, but diligence is key. Navigating this environment requires patience and meticulousness. Every successful startup must pass this test of perseverance. The real lessons come from founders who've been in the trenches. A logistics startup failed by scaling too fast before validating demand. Cash burned, company closed. A social media app spent years perfecting features but ignored user feedback. Users wanted simplicity, not complexity. An edtech company collapsed due to co-founder misalignment. Vision and values must be shared. But failure isn't the end, it's a new beginning. The logistics founder pivoted to a leaner, software-focused business. The social app founders stripped down to a single feature and found their niche. Resilience means learning, adapting, and persevering. Failure is a data point, not a personal indictment. The best entrepreneurs turn setbacks into stepping stones. Surviving the Indian startup ecosystem requires more than just a good idea. It demands a well-equipped survival kit and a mindset ready for constant learning and adaptation. The journey is challenging, but with the right strategies, you can dramatically increase your chances of success. First, obsess over your customer. Make it your mission to truly understand their needs, frustrations, and desires. Talk to at least 50 people before building anything. These conversations will reveal insights you can't find in reports or online forums. Deep research saves you from building what nobody wants. Dive into market trends, study your competition, and validate your assumptions early. Second, embrace financial discipline. Know your burn rate and runway, track every rupee, and understand how long you can operate before needing more funds. Bootstrap as long as possible. Stretch your resources, be frugal, and focus on building value before seeking outside investment. Treat investment as a tool, not a trophy. Funding is fuel for growth, not a badge of honor. Use it wisely and only when it truly accelerates your vision. Third, build a minimum viable product. Focus on solving the core problem, launch fast, and learn from real users instead of waiting for perfection. Iterate based on feedback, not assumptions. Every user comment is a chance to improve and pivot if needed. Fourth, build a support network. Mentors and fellow founders who understand your journey can offer advice, encouragement, and perspective when things get tough. Entrepreneurship is lonely. Don't go it alone. Reach out, share your struggles, and learn from others' experiences. Prioritize your well-being. Rest, exercise, and family matter. Balance is not a luxury, but a necessity for long-term success. A burnt-out founder is an ineffective leader. Your energy and clarity are your most valuable assets. Your health is essential to your startup success. Remember, building a company is a marathon, not a sprint. Take care of yourself so you can go the distance. The entrepreneurial path in India is hard. Daunting statistics, immense challenges, and real sacrifices. But entrepreneurship isn't about choosing the easy path. It's about seeing a problem and daring to solve it. Even in failure, the learning is invaluable. About resilience, leadership, and yourself. The founder who fails is not a failure. They are someone who dared to try. India needs more risk takers, more learners, more builders. Let the harsh reality prepare you, not deter you. Be frugal with cash, generous with passion, and flexible with your plan. Build a team that shares your values and a network that supports you. Every startup, win or lose, pushes India forward. So take a deep breath, embrace the challenge, and build for a better tomorrow.